Good morning, mighty people. Ready for a lesson? Welcome to Little Creek Bee Ranch. Northeast Oklahoma, Inola, Oklahoma, Rogers County, date and time, October 17th, 9:46 a.m. What are we doing? If you're an OG, you know we're getting ready to spray frames. If you're a wannabe beekeeper, I'm going to teach you. All right, here we go. Check my camera, make sure I got enough view. A lot to learn here. This is a big lesson. Really, really, really big lesson. It's one of the biggest lessons I could teach you, but it will look innocent enough. 2-quart pump spray bottle, okay, half gallon. Jar of Xentari microbial powder. Here we go. That's what the bag looks like. And we'll get closer. Something I want to point out to you. Oh, Xentari. Xentary. Okay. You can expand you can get on the screen of your camera and expand it. I'm pointing to the strain. To do this, it has to be strain ABTS 1857. My old eyes. Whoops, where did it go? Right there. ABTS 1857. Here's the title of it. Bacillus thuringiensis subspecies azawe. What? Say that fast 3 times. Bacillus thuringiensis subspecies azawe. Okay. There it is. 1 pound bag. I want to say $35, maybe. I don't know. Somewhere around there. Not terribly expensive for what it does. And the backside. Okay, here. There's numerous places you can get this. So here's my story. This is a 1 pound bag. It's been a long time since I bought it. Probably 2 years since I bought it. $35, $37, maybe less. It's a dry microbial powder. It is not new to the market. This is not new. This strategy is not new to beekeeping. And if you will go to our website, to littlecreekbeeranch.com, scroll down to the ebook library page and look at the ebook titled Ending Wax Moth Damage Forever, which was written by me on the heels of a major wax moth event. I don't know how long ago this was, 7 years or more ago. My wife had broken her knee accidentally. One of our children's Labradors bumped her knee and crushed her tibia plateau. Major knee surgery. She was down for the whole summer. It was a long deal, and I'm the primary caregiver, so I knew bees just went to the very tail end of the caboose. And I think I lost 10 or 12 colonies in the field, and I had 40 boxes of comb in the hut, and I was solely taking care of her. So for all of summer, from May, June, all the way to September, these boxes of comb sat in here uncared for. I knew it was going to be bad. I just didn't know how bad. So when I finally was able to, she's able to get around, and went down here to look at the disaster, I was so mad. Now listen, this is important. I was so mad. Stacks of comb, completely consumed. We're talking outside. Also covered in webs, worms crawling on the ground, crawling on the inside wall of the hut, cocooned on the inside wall of the hut. It was shocking. And so, okay, I was so angry, I just didn't even think to film it, and I regret that. I should have filmed it. What a great lesson. trying to take some lemons and turn it into lemonade. I didn't film that. So I knew I had a big loss. I didn't want to just give up my woodenware. Most people just taking the stack and just throwing it on the fire, call it good, burn it all, start over. And I wanted as many frames back as I could get, and as many boxes back as I could get. And it took me 3 weeks to hand work all that stuff, rip all that stuff out, clean it up, salvage 98% of it, something like that. And I was online on YouTube, I don't know, looking at some bee stuff, and stumbled across somebody who was spraying their brood frames. What is that? We don't spray brood frames. And just a simple little field lesson he was given on using Xentari to spray frames and keep the wax worms from destroying it. Well, that was enough for me to chase that down and started doing research and research and research. This has been used in the beekeeping community on the forums. I can go back and see the conversations about this back to 2000. That's how long this has been known. And it may not be taught in your circles, your areas, or the bee clubs and stuff. It's on the market at the big bee supply houses as Xentari B402. I believe that's the title. But it's in a little bottle with a little bit of powder, like 75 bucks or something. It's insane, man. It's called gouging. When you can get a whole pound bag for $32 plus, whatever, that fills up a quart jar, lasts you for a long time. And we'll just simply mix it with water to activate it, spray it on the frames and the comb, and let it dry and leave a residue powder. And when the wax worms start to eat, they get the microbe down in their gut, and it's toxic to the gut of the worm. Only this strain, that's why I showed you the strain number, only this strain, and kills the worms when they're really small, so they don't get a big old rally up on you and destroy like what I had in the hut. Here's the kicker. All the nightmare mess in my hut was avoidable. That was avoidable. that really burns me because people aren't teaching properly in the beekeeping realms. Bee clubs, okay, that's where you start. So I have an issue there. This is why we created the personal advisor program, so that we can create really deep teaching in beekeeping, because the learning curve is so high, and people want to come into beekeeping and they go to a bee club and take a class and they go, okay, I'm ready. I took my class. I just belonged to. Okay. 5 years. You're on probation for 5 years, and that's what the bees say. It's not my idea. And you make it through 5 years of beekeeping, like nonstop, trying to solve problems. That's all you're going to be doing, solving problems. If you hang tough that long, 5 years, then you can begin beekeeping. That's how we teach, right? This is a huge deal, because if I protect my comb and it's ready, it's fine with the bees. The residue's not going to hurt the bees or hurt the honey. We referenced in the ebook a ton of research, PDF documents. You can look at it, download it. EPA's approved on it. It's all good, green to go on the market. But when you put on already comb on the hive in the springtime, bees fill that baby up quick, because they don't have to draw out all that wax. Another box and another box. All of a sudden, it's not been a month and a half, and you got 3 or 4 boxes full of honey they just hadn't capped over. So one caveat in beekeeping, and I'm talking to the new people, one of your strategies in beekeeping is learning how to protect your comb. Protect your comb. You have to protect your comb. You got to learn how to protect your comb. Here we are, protecting your comb. Okay, so enough said. There's a number I will try to include in the description, a number of links to reference to go pick some of that up. Pretty cool. Worth doing. Where is mine? I thought I had a different. I don't have a different. Let's do this. We'll use this one rounded tablespoon. 1 rounded tablespoon. But I'm going to pour it in this cup because it's hard to pour into the bottle. Into the cup. Oh, goes to about that line. Oh, let's go slow. I'm on a timeline for today, so I'm pressuring myself to be quick. What is that? A medicine cup? Not everybody's got a medicine cup. I don't know. What is that? A rounded tablespoon, and then mark you a line. That's all I need. Okay. So this stuff, once you activate it with water, and after you've sprayed, over here we have a bunch of boxes to spray. Whatever residual you have left over, you just pour it out. It won't stay good overnight. It will spoil and sour pretty quickly. Into the bottle. Ta-da. Okay. I keep it all together, lid on tightly. So once I get a new bag in, I'll go ahead and open it, pour it in a wide mouth quart jar, and put the lid on tight. Stays in the can. Okay. Water, lots of water in the pump handle. See if we can get it filled up. 2 quarts. Good lesson. Don't get bored here. Showing you how to do this. Saving you some nightmares and pains. Remember that stack of 40 boxes of comb and worms on my walls and worms on my floor was avoidable. That really, really burns me, man. I've never heard anybody talk about this. I just happened to stumble across it. I guess the Lord is a God thing. Lord bless me because it was a pure stumble. I wasn't looking for this stuff. I stumbled across a little video. Shake it up. Now we're coming over here. Move the camera. All right, get ready. See all those boxes? That's what we're spraying today. And then when I spray them, I'm going to carry them, over to those pallets to set them to air out. All right, so let me get you set. Come on, candle. You can always use your fingers and zoom in. Yeah. Watch how I do this. Some of you are going to say, "Well, we could get a 5-gallon bucket and mix that stuff up and dip that comb." It doesn't work, or I would be doing it. The air bubbles in the cells of the comb won't let the water penetrate. Now you could do, let's see, do I have one? No, this with a frame without wax or foundation or comb on it. Yes, you could dip it in there, slosh it around, and do that. All right, over we go. Here's the box. We're going to do the inside of the box. Oh, this is really hard. You got to have a master's degree to do this, right? Nails. All right. Into the rabbits. On the wall. On the wall. Rabbits. On the wall. How hard was that? Okay. What's this? Fine. Turn this over. This over. This out of my way. Okay, watch this. The cells in the comb angle upwards. They're not straight, they're angled upwards. So I take the top and point to me so I can shoot water down in them. Make sense? This is the fastest way I found to do this. Hey, if you want to do it a different way, have at it, as long as you get good coverage. What's that look like? As long as you get good coverage. On the table, yay, all right. 10 o'clock. All right. And then we want to spray. We don't want whatever. Okay, on the wood, and spray stream, not a jet stream. Yeah, that's cool. Watch. Over we go. Over we go. We're gonna crisscross stack them after we've sprayed everything. Crisscross stack them to let the air dry them out. We don't want to put these in the hut when they're wet. You get all kinds of funky mold growing on them. All right, come on now. Huge deal. You can't imagine how big a deal this is. This event of wax moth destruction drives out more people from beekeeping. They go, well, forget that. I almost did. Almost. Okay, just give them a little shake into the box. In my box. Into my box. Just a little shake. I like to try to do this in March and September. So I haven't done this in over a year. Yeah, it's really, really important for me to get out here and do this. And 2 more frames. Little shake. Little shake. And walk over and set it down. And the bees will be over to inspect it. It's fine. It's not going to hurt them. Now, I have one here. Check this out. That has a little bit of wax moth poop and webs starting on it. Not cool. Not cool. It's only going to get worse. And there's a worm. Oh, see that? Oh, there's a worm. He's dead. And here's another worm. And they will just get worse and worse and worse and worse. Huge mess. Huge mess. Yeah, this is a big deal. Yep. To me, a really, really big deal. I love beekeeping, but boy, I'm telling you, there's another worm. This is why this kind of stuff drives people out of beekeeping. They go, forget that. Yeah. So you have some job security, career security. 5 years. If you make it through the first 5 years successfully, well, you'll have setbacks, but the only way that you lose is to quit. If you see on the inside of my boxes, I put the month and year. March of 2016 is when I made the box with my initials on both sides. I don't know if you can see that. I see that. Anyway, that's a good idea. I want to know when I made that box. Okay. Now these worms, see, here's some frames that don't have wax on them. Ha 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 ha. Ha 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 ha. Ha 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 ha. I'm just gonna see this comb. This is not good. Yeah, there you are. I'll just dig them out. It's just a whole section here. See, and if I left this alone, okay. Yeah, look at that. Where's the chickens? See, this is what I'm talking about. Oh, there's my chickens. Look at this mess. Here you go, chickens. There you go. Oh, come on now. Come on. They know I'm doing something. Worms. See the worms in there? Look at that now. I guess it's going to destroy everything. Yeah. It just gets bigger and bigger and bigger till it consumes the whole box or the whole hut. Now we don't want that, man. Okay, so for this frame, I'm taking out the comb. I don't want it. Nope, don't want it. There's eggs. There's moth eggs in there. And there will be other stuff try to hatch inside of here. But I'll spray it down. Well, golly, man. If I didn't come out and do this whole frame would explode into an entire box, entire stack covered. Oh, yeah. Okay, looking at this frame. It's okay. Oh, boy. Let's see if I can, ooh. Let's look at this frame. It's okay. Whatever cocoons you see, go ahead and knock them out. Okay. Look at him trying to get away. Labor of love. Not. This is equivalent to mucking the horse stalls. Not fun, but required doing. Oh, see there? Look at this. Okay, great lesson here. Look at this. Watch this. Ooh, can you see that? Oh, get that. Ooh. Just imagine 40 boxes completely bound together with webs. Okay. There we go. And I'm taking it out by hand. Just rip out the bad stuff. Look, you don't be too stingy here. Oh, you can melt that down and put it. Yeah, you give it a go. Look, there's some things in beekeeping that you will determine, okay, that work wasn't worth the squeeze there for what you get out. Oh my gosh. That, boy, I'm glad I did this. Oh, because it would be, where's my chickens? Of course they run away. Gosh. Poor chickens. Oh, man. Oh. Even I get frustrated. Right there. See worms. The worms are in here for the cocoons of the bees, and they eat laterally, tunnel laterally, trying to. Okay. So whatever stuff is super small that I can't see that hatches is going to run into the residue. Xentari. Oh, golly. Oh, my gosh. Yeah. Yeah. You want to be a beekeeper, do you? Yeah. Just try to coat it the best that you can. Yes, if you want to make up on top of the sprayer a 5-gallon bucket of this mix, keep the proportions even. Half gallon to 1 rounded tablespoon. As long as you keep the proportions, you'll get enough Xentari on here. And you just dip them once in and twice, and walk them around, however you want to do it. This is a nationwide thing. This is not an Oklahoma thing. You'll feel like it. This must be just in my area. No, no, no. Piling up stacks of boxes with the comb and putting on moth crystals. No, sorry, doesn't work. Looks like it does for a little bit. But you closed up those boxes, you squared them up to make it dark. Once the crystals weaken, here come the moths because you created a dark environment. Yeah, ooh, there's another worm. Dead, dead, dead. Yeah. Here's a suggestion. Why don't you copy me? There you go. That one really good. Yeah. You go to our YouTube channel. There's another worm. Little. Well, you're already there. And look up Xentari. Xentari. And there'll be several videos come up. We filmed this I don't know how many times. Numerous. Shoot. This is this is the one thing that's so frustrating. You know, beekeepers are trying all kinds of methods. I know. I went out to my tub of frames in the garage, you know, and I put them away for wintertime, and I open it up, there's all these webs. It doesn't work. And if you think it worked one time, it fools you. Go, hey, well, yeah, see that worked. Nope. It only takes one time for you to go, holy crap. Yeah? Yeah, right. All right. Yeah, he does. Just a second. Just a second. Nope, I don't do it. I have one looking for. No, don't. No. Looking for a brush. No brush. All right, move along. There's another worm over here. Gosh. Dead. Dead or dying dead. Drive you nuts. It does, man. This is the one thing that drives people out of beekeeping. They see they got to be in beekeeping a couple of years to store up some comb. Yeah. Okay. If I had known this way back, see, you want to be comb sensitive, and you do want to keep track of, well, how much comb do I have? Well, I don't know. Are you counting? Something to be said for comb counts. The bees don't have as much work to do. That helps them a huge deal. That's huge, man. Okay. Yeah. Like I said, I try to do this March and September. You don't have to do it twice a year. I just want the extra coverage. Or a nightmare. You choose. This is not hard. It's just time consuming. That's all. Use that. But boy, this is like a peace of mind. A little shake. Yeah, I have a good peace of mind. Finally got that covered. So after I'm done today, I think everything you see here, the stack to your right, my left, that's all I've got to do. I had more last year, but lost a little bit. Ooh, that's some comb blue on it. Okay, I'll pick that up later. Shake. It looks like it's so diluted, it just goes on like water. It's kind of brown because you've dissolved the powder. It's there. After it all dries, you'll see little spots of powder residue, which is good. That's what we want. That's what we want. And the wind is blowing good, so we're going to dry them out. That's cool. This strategy, again, the beekeeping is not new. It's just not well taught. Well, here's a tip. If you are in a bee club and you're watching me and you're wondering how come your club's not, how come we've not seen this? Well, ask the leadership. And then watch this. I'll give you my permission to show this video to your club. It's easy enough to put up a screen, run the projector, and then see what the leadership says. It couldn't have anything to do with money, could it? No, they would never do that. Yeah, you got to kind of think that through. There's always people in the club selling you Max strips, Mite Away pads, all kinds of stuff. It's not necessary. It's not making money. Oh, look. Here's some. Well, you know, that would be cool, man. Just show the videos. As a group of beekeepers, or small bee club, whatever. Whoever in the club, ooh, super techno savvy, you know. Pick up the computer, bring it online. Have some of these videos lined out. I don't know how many we have on Xentari. Quite a few. I want to say maybe 6. I lost count. Ooh, I'm running out of juice. There we go. Okay. Scrimping on the juice. Alright. So I'm doing the same thing I showed you earlier. Jar. Tablespoon. Rounded tablespoon into the cup. Into the pump bottle. Oh, it's really high tech. See what I mean? Simple. Simple. Avoidable. Water. Just now, if you're worried about, I don't know about this stuff. Wait a minute. How do you think the big greenhouse managers maintain the success of all those plants? There are other microbial strains other than this one for different worms, like army worms, etc., etc. This is for wax moth worms only. Don't be telling me, oh, I found this other one. It's not my opinion. It's from all the reading and research, etc., etc., etc. This is what the greenhouse managers do. And when those bugs and caterpillars and worms are rolling across those plants and eating the leaves, they get the microbial into their gut that's toxic to that particular worm. We're just using this strain on wood and comb. Right? Oh man. Yeah, down inside that groove of that bottom bar. Yeah. Now this is not exciting bee chore. But ever since I started this, nah, minimal, nothing like what I used to see. Even with the crystals, I was a big crystal fan. Go back out there and check them and go, what the heck? There's worms in here now, right? Because the moths love a dark environment. So once these are dry, we'll crisscross stack them in the hut. If you want to go even further, we'll crisscross stack them and use a cardboard coaster with about, $half size patchouli oil poured on it. Every third box, patchouli oil. Patchouli oil. Patchouli oil is kind of pricey, but it sure is good. Why? Moths don't like the smell of patchouli. Huh? See? Let's just keep them away from the boxes. How about that? Right, so here's a story. I was speaking at an engagement. I don't know. I can't remember where it was. Maybe Oklahoma City. I can't remember. And there was a big man. I don't know, maybe 80 or 100 people in the big room. There was a big guy in the back in the doorway. And I'm talking about oils and stuff. And he says, tell them about patchouli. Tell them about patchouli. I just laughed. I said, okay, you tell them about patchouli because I don't have a story on patchouli. And he was a big commercial keeper along the Red River area, Oklahoma and Texas. He had, I don't know, hundreds and hundreds of hives. And his Mexican labor force was putting away the supers for the year. And they were told what to do. I mean, we're talking forklift stacks of forklift, and you put them in the big warehouse, stacks and stacks and stacks and stacks of comb, honey supers, and he's wanting to protect his comb. He told them what to do. They went out there in the spring and opened up the warehouse. They were shocked. On the floor, a carpet of worms up the sides inside the warehouse. All the stacks of boxes were web consumed except one stack. There was no worms around it. Box is clean. They put patchouli discs on it every third box. That was the only stack of boxes of comb that they could salvage. They lost a lot. It's costly. They don't have the time or the handwork time to go do all that. Just burn it. The forklift, take it out to a big burn pile, burn it. It's a business loss. Mud dauber stuff. Get it out. And you just write it off. Now, you could say, well, I'm just going to use patchouli. I don't got to use it. Well, now wait a minute. It's so easy. Why don't you just have double protection? Man, I'm all for that. I need to buy me another bottle of patchouli. Right? Look, beekeeping. There's new people come into beekeeping, and they're fairly confident. After they get thrown down the mud and rolled around a few times, it's like the Alice in Wonderland comment, this is not as it seems. It's right. It's not as it seems. Yeah. I don't know. Maybe I'm a stubborn old cuss. My wife would say, that's right. I like the challenges. I don't know. The strategies. I know how to be successful. You want to be successful. Well, sidebars. But okay, watch this. This is a good one. Okay. Here's the see the divots right here. Look at that. That's the worms digging in to attach their cocoons. Look at the top. Look. That's wax. Where's another? Here, turn it over. Here's another spot. Look at that. Look at that. Whew. I mean, it can be worse. So moths are not just destructive to the comb. They can eat up wood. Whew. Wood. Yeah. That's not good. I don't like that. Anywhere that the worms you think are going to crawl. Yeah, man. Even on frames that don't have anything in them right now. Because you're going to... my dog's done. Yeah, right, man. Tell them about Pacholi. That was a great night. Everybody's laughing. I don't know about Pacholi. At that time I didn't. Do now. Yeah. We even ran a bunch of our little tests on nukes with Xentari. A field test on catch boxes. Catch boxes typically pick up a lot of wax moth damage. Oh, here we go. Okay, now I got stuff in here I want to get. Ooh! Get that cleaned out. I don't have time to do that. Look at that. What is it? Yeah. Just simple housekeeping. Ooh, that's tough propolis, and I need to sharpen my tool. Okay, let's go. Ooh, that one's eat up with moths on the inside. Those divots. Yeah. That. Well, it won't take too terrible long. Once you get a system down, that nasty stuff off there. Once you get a system down, seems like it takes longer to get all my stuff set up. All the tables and the water. Yeah, well, it's by yourself, Kelly, my wife, was going to help me, but she got pulled away for something. That's okay. Many hands make light work. Oh, here's something we can talk about. Okay. Now, we're talking to the people who maybe follow us, aren't quite sure about who's this guy. All right, I'm going to challenge you. Even if you're an experienced beekeeper, go to littlecreekbeeranch.com, go to the personal advisor program, study it. It's $29.95 a month, and we teach people all across the country. Oh, right there, they bow up. Why, you can't do that? Just laugh. Since when do the bees honor any state lines or county borders? They don't know what a state line or county border is. Bees operate by principles. The same they do here as in Texas or Missouri or Connecticut or North Carolina, whatever. Well, their nectar flow is different. Have Google weather. You can find out what's going on. Like Judy in North Carolina. Shout out to Judy. Awesome. She's awesome, man. I'm going to brag about you. Talks to me all the time. And she's doing excellent. She's had her own sufferings. It's frustrating, man. You just don't quit. You just don't quit. You learn what happened, try to figure out, okay, then why this happened, and you make your adjustments. I'm like, I told somebody yesterday, I'm I'm the Ann Landers of beekeeping. That's what I become. I'm the Ann Landers of beekeeping. But the only people I work with are those that are the members that are in the advisory program. Okay, advisory program. 14th of the month, I send out a newsletter with several tips, strategies, little pop quiz, 1-question pop quiz, 4-answer pop quiz, simple stuff. Students like to print those out and put them in their 3-ring binder. That's their sustainable beekeeping manual. You have one of those, right? What else? Conference call at the end of the month. I record the call because not everybody can make it live. That's okay. Need some more juice. Private one-on-one phone appointments. That's excellent. If you're in the program, you get to access all of our Zoom classes for free. I want to say how many, I can't remember, 14 or 18, I can't remember. Zoom classes, those are free. If you're a street student, each one of the Zoom classes is $30 times how many Zoom classes? There's your makeup for the cost of $29.95 for the year times 12, right? We created the program for a reason, but I'm no different than you. If I'm going to spend money on something, there better be some good value in it. Yes, exactly right, man. You can come out of it anytime, but I tell people, man, 5 years. Don't be coming in a year and a half you leave. What the heck? Why even do it then? 5 years. People don't like hearing that. I'm sorry. Okay, here's another tip. Oh, come on. Let me some juice there. One of the classes I teach in Inola, face-to-face, teach in town. And you can go to littlecreekbeeranch.com to the beekeeping classes page and look at the whole schedule for the year. It will be, we're done mostly for this year. It'll be coming out January 2nd. Boy, January 1st, New Year's, January 2nd, boy, we begin. The phone calls come rolling in. If you want to attend live, that's cool. $30 a person for Saturday from 9 to 4. Check in 8:30. Donuts and coffee are on me. And we usually stay, students, they like to stay. 4:30 or 4 o'clock I will end. If you want to stay, I'll teach some more. I've stayed as late as 6:30 or 7. People are hungry. They want to know, man. That's cool. I'll give it to them. In one of the classes I was teaching, this has been some years back, students came in. They had big 3-ring binders. And I said, ooh, what's up with the binders here? I said, this is all the stuff that you've written and put out in newsletters we printed off. I said, ooh. I never mandated they do that. I said, how smart is that? I want to see some of them. So I said, oh, you got them tabbed out. Why you got it tabbed? Because there's too much for us to remember. We can't remember all this stuff. I said, oh, that's awesome. Notes and highlights. I said, that's a brilliant idea. I never thought about that. So now, for new members coming in, I say, look, get you a 3-ring binder, get you some plastic slicks, because you got a lot of information coming at you, and you're not going to be able to remember it all. Yeah, okay. Later they say, boy, I sure am glad I'm doing this, because I can't remember all this stuff. I said, I know. That's why I teach and coach. My goal is to help reduce the learning curve. Your goal is to be coachable and don't quit. Be coachable, humble, and don't quit. Can you do that? Pretty cool beans, man. So we intentionally create a lot of value. All right. Pretty cool so far? I know what I'm doing. After 20 years, you figure somebody better know what the heck they're doing, right? Go to a couple of pages on the website. If you're like checking us out, that's cool. I'm worthy of my salt. Go to a page titled Our Uniqueness. There you go. Those are the things, those are bullet points and explanations of what we're really popular for across the country. I'm not trying to be popular. It's just people like the thinking. They like the thinking and the strategies. Good. It says we're doing something right. I don't teach you how to do oxalic acid vaporing. That's stupid. Sorry. There's a lot of people out there going, what? Listen to me, man. Anything in beekeeping that requires a gas mask or a respirator, you should not be doing. That should be common sense. No, we're not doing that. We don't teach that. Somebody is going to get sued one day over that. They get really burned. Go to their family lawyer. That lawyer's going to say, Mrs. Jones, who taught you how to do this? Oh, there we go. Jeez. Let me ask you a question. Are we a litigious society? Oh my God. In other words, Americans like to sue each other over spilt coffee. Yeah. Even if it says hot coffee on the cup. Right? Right. Work our way down there. Ooh, there's some. Yeah, man, here we go. Oh, man. Okay. More tips. Okay. Our uniqueness. Here's another couple of more pages. Go to the page titled Acoustic Beekeeping with a Smart Monitor. APVOX Smart Monitor. That's awesome. Learn about that. Acoustic Beekeeping. Sister page to that one is Making the Connection. They're paired up next to each other. It's a storyline of a colony that we were running APVOX test on. And APVOX said the bees are in swarm mode. Queen cells are present. Beekeeper needs to take action. What? Saying that to you new people, you're going, what is he talking about? Read the storyline, making the connection. All right, so I'm going to whet your appetite. APVOX Smart Monitor is like a 4 gigabyte app, small, that you can download on an Android device. It only works on Android. It listens to the bees buzzing. Now watch this. I'm going to test. I'm going to test you. Bees vibrate in a hertz scale from 50 hertz to 550 hertz. What? Yes, this is scientific. This has been known. This is not new. We have a lack of education in the country on actual bees. We want to create a bee club and have coffee and potluck dinners and pizza and desserts of all kinds, all sorts. I know. I've been there. I've done that. And you walk away going, what did I learn tonight? I learned how to have more pizza and casseroles and potluck dinners and casseroles and desserts and 2 tables of desserts and 3 tables and 2 coffee pots. And oh my gosh, family dues for the year are only $20. Just saying, man. I'm sure out of 240 people in that hall, everybody's a beekeeper. They would never come in just to eat. Think about it. Think about it. That's what bee clubs are. It's sad, man. Vox Smart Monitor. Designed by Sergio Glebsky, an engineer, computer science engineer out of Moscow. Not going there. Out of Moscow. Smart man. He's like a Sheldon Cooper. Back in 2016, 17, 18, and 19, I was contracted with him to help teach and promote Vox. That was a cool experience. He sent me a couple of pictures of his lab, his computers, and his whiteboard. Wow. He had algorithms written in Russian on the whiteboard like, wow, this guy is intense. He's like a Sheldon Cooper on the Big Bang Theory. And even in his written communications, he's kind of surly, the salty guy. Just laugh like, oh, wow. It's good that we have people like that. Vox Smart Monitor. How do you get it? Off his website. You're not going to find it on a traditional app store. And if you want help doing that, we don't mind helping you. You can contact us, email us, or text us, whatever. Call us. Our contact information is at the bottom of the face page of the website. Okay, still not enough. I can hook up my, oh man, this is not good. I can connect my little Bluetooth earpiece that goes in your ear, sync it to the device, sync it to the app, Vox app, slip the Bluetooth in the front porch just an inch, and stand behind and take my readings of the bees. Oh, no. It is very good. It's already here. It's not science fiction stuff. It's already here. And if you scoff at that, hold on. I'm on my high horse now, man. Don't you take your vehicle to the dealership if you have a newer vehicle and roll it up there, and they put in some kind of stick in the steering wheel to take telemetry readings that go to the computer in about 5 seconds. They say, okay, let's go look at your readings. It takes readings of the entire system of the car. The entire system. And that tech, he can sit down at the computer and tell you what the issues are with your car. I've done it twice with my Chevy Equinox. Like, how cool is that? Oh, yeah. Well, we just don't do the same thing, but we don't take our bees somewhere. We take the device to the bees. Standalone app. You only need to be online to download it. Okay? You only have to be online to download it. After that, you're standalone. Oh, the cost? $400. Not really. $40. $40. When Sergio was developing Apivox, I happened to come across him before he put it on the market. I told him, I said, Sergio, I want the first one. first one. I want the first one. He said, okay, leave me alone. Let me do it. And then he asked me, he said, what should I charge for this? And I said, $400. One colony it saves $400. He said, no, too high. Want everybody to have Apivox. He said $40. I said, If you charge just $40 for something this powerful, they're going to think it's a toy. Oh, he got really mad. AP Box not a toy. I want everybody to have AP Box. I said, okay. $40. I think every time I sold or marketed AP, I think I made $2. It's not like a money making thing. It's a technology thing. It's here. Now, if you've not ever seen it, you're going to say, oh, there's just other things like that on the market. No. No, you don't understand yet. I'm not interested in the weight of the hive. I'm not interested in the humidity that's inside the hive. I'm not interested in the temperature that's inside the hive. I want to know what the girls are talking about. Don't you? What are they working on? What are you girls working on? Are you getting ready to swarm? Are you thinking about leaving me? You better not. Are you building swarm cells? Yeah. How would you like to have a 3 weeks heads up notice the colony's going to leave? Gosh, that's plenty of time to come up with a plan. I questioned Sergio a couple of times. Are you sure? He got tippy again. AP Vox never wrong. Beekeeper wrong. AP Vox never wrong. He's just right about that, man. Okay. So your device, the Bluetooth, listens to the vibrations of the bees. Ooh. And interprets the bee signals. You think of it like, a choir, a human choir. And man, there's tenors and sopranos and altos and basses and, oh boy, lots of various sounds. Well, Apivox can hear all that and determine who's the strongest, who's the loudest. And that tells us, boy, there's a lot of bees focused on this message right here. They must be getting ready to swarm or making a queen cell or something. Depends upon what they're doing. Here we go. This is deeper water, higher mountain. So if you didn't know, bees communicate to each other inside the house through vibrations. And right then, just, yeah, I know that. No. I'm not talking about the waggle dance. Yeah. Everybody knows about the waggle dance. I'm talking about vibrations that you can't see. Vibrations that you can't see. Now, wait a minute. The bees pick up these vibrations through the wax comb. Ooh, because their feet are real sensitive. And they can hear. Ooh, I'm going to give you a bunch of golden nuggets. We're going to stand out here and do this. So how do bees hear? Do they have ears? Well, not really ears. And where is their hearing apparatus located? Ooh! Shout out to Anna and the girls. Anna and Addison. This is a good homeschooling pop quiz, man. That's great. Their hearing apparatus is in their antenna. The first segment of their antenna from the base of their head up, that first joint, is the Johnston's organ. You didn't know that. And they are very sensitive and pick up vibrations. And they can even communicate in the air. Vibrating. Ah, see? Man. How did you know all this? Because I read. Don't you read? Read and learn. Thank you, Vox. Love it, man. We have a Zoom class. You can go to the Zoom class page and order the AP Vox Zoom class. Yeah, now you're getting serious. Oh, this is not what I want to see. I see this. God. Boy, I'm glad. See, boy, I know how bad this can be, man, and I don't want to see that crap. Yeah, AP box. Now this summer, I don't even want to say this. It's been hard for us. And some of you know we're caring for our father-in-law, 96. Pray for him, man. He's still in his home. He's determined. He's getting a little wobbly on his legs. He can dress himself, feed himself, does the Tulsa crossword puzzle every morning. He's awesome, man. He got mad at me one Sunday morning. He said, "Come here." I thought, boy, I'm 63. He bust me anyway. He said, "Look at these crosswords on this paper." I was like, what is he mad about? And there's two of them in the Sunday Tulsa World. I said, "Okay, Dad, which one are you doing?" He said, "No, just look at them." I said, looking at him, I still didn't catch it. He said, "Don't you see it?" I said, "No." He said, "They're identically the same. They're the same damn puzzle. What editor missed that to put the same puzzle in the Tulsa World?" It was awesome. It was like he was pissed, man. I would have never caught that. I'd never caught that. Yeah, he was mad, man. I don't know if he contacted him or not. Somebody at Tulsa World missed that. Oh, it's funny. All right, back to bee stories. AP box. Oh, here's one. Oh, here's one. One late fall, I was doing AP box work and running tests, and it said AP box came up after the test was over. It said CO2 levels 8%. Bees in danger. Beekeeper needs to take action. I said, "What?" I was like, "What is this? Is it a gas sniffer?" CO2. No. Not a gas sniffer. The bees vibrate around 325 hertz when they're stressed with CO2, too high CO2. What? Yeah. Watch this. There's like 5 golden nuggets right here in one felt swoop. Apivox picks up the vibrations of the bees. But the beekeeper has got to know enough to acknowledge the bees are talking. Ooh, get that out of it. Look at him. I don't know. Maybe we should save those. Bill Gates wants us to learn how to eat bugs. Well, I'm in business then. God. There's another one. Look at that. Coming out. There you go. This one's for Bill Gates. Here you go. God dang. Whatever message, whatever the bees are talking about, they're vibrating it. So I thought, okay, I knew enough about CO2 issues, like, the danger of CO2 issues. So coming out of the frame. Look at them coming out of the frame. Thank you. I appreciate that. Man, look at that closer. And so I pulled the mite tray out and went back and tested them next week. No, it was all good. Oh boy, make you feel stupid. Apivox will teach you what you do not know about bees. And if you're an OG, one of the old guys in beekeeping, don't tell me you know everything about. I don't know everything about beekeeping. I've been doing this for 50 years. Had somebody text me that out of Australia. I was giving a lesson on Apivox. You can't tell me anything. He's just like that. I've been doing this for 50 years. I just don't. About 2 weeks later, I get a real kind of sheepish message back. Hey, from the same guy. Hey, what was that you were saying about Apivox? I just laugh. Yeah, right. I mean, The bees are going to keep you humble. I mean, just be humble. Just start off that way, man. You got a lot to learn. I'm still learning, man. 20 years, I'm still learning. That's crazy. Okay, come on. Good stuff, though, man. See? Oh, I'm not too proud to learn. Ooh, good stuff. Then, let's see. Oh, if you're wondering, Apivox came out July 2016. Where have you been? Where have you been? This is like Xentari. Oh, Xentari's been talked about on the forum since 2000. What? What? Yeah. So how much wax moth damage have you been through since 2000? It's avoidable. Oh man. Boy, American beekeeping is, man, it's like the Wild West of beekeeping. European beekeepers are light years ahead of us. Light years. They've been doing it for way longer. The native Indians call the bees a white man's flies. These honeybees here. They're not native. Pilgrims brought them over from Europe. The Indians were like, "What is this? It's white man's flies that sting." That's great. Oh my. Okay, I'm not done. Boy, this is good. Boy, I'm on the soapbox now, man. This is killing my time. Here we go. Here's another one. Let's see. July 2016. October 2016. OSU from Stillwater, Oklahoma heard about us. They said, "Hey, can we bring a entomology class out there of freshmen and sophomores, and you teach them basic beekeeping?" I said, "Sure. Watch. I'd love to do that." So there's like 20. Was there 20 or more? Must have been 30 or 40. It was quite a big group. And they were in the room, and it was basic. I was in my jeans. I'm usually in slacks and a tie. Jeans. Had a beehive up there, going through the parts and pieces and telling. These are freshmen and sophomores. They're like, their eyes just roll back in their head, bored to tears in 10 minutes, man. They were swatting at gnats. Wow, I've already lost them, man. So I had to shift, and I pulled out Apivox on my device, and they freaked out. They all came running to the table, boom, around here. I thought, whoa, that blew me away. I said, ooh, that's the next generation of beekeeping. If it's technology, they're on it. Yeah, it just hadn't taken root yet. I thought, wow. Now watch, don't lose me. Walk with me here. So in the room was their instructor, Dr. Hoback, nice guy. And he was front, right to my right, texting the whole time. Kind of annoying, you know. Professors don't want students texting in their class. What's he doing? He's annoying me, texting. Like, what the heck? He listened, and then he'd text a little bit more. So I happened to have an OSU double major graduate in the advisory program, and I asked him, I said, what is this guy doing? He's laughed. He said, Kendall, they're checking you out to see if you're worth Dr. Molner's time, the head PhD for entomology at OSU, if he thinks you're worth his time coming out to see you. I thought, whoa. Sure enough, that was a Friday that I taught the students. And then that Monday, Dr. Molner showed up. we had a good meeting, me and him. I shut both doors to the classroom, and I said, "Hey, can you and I just be Ken and Phil for the day?" He said, "Yeah, forget the titles." I said, "Great." And I was teaching him about Apivox because my hope was I could help the entomology department learn Apivox strategies and add to their repertoire. No, it never bit on him. I was just like, oh. He kept asking about our essential oil strategies. He had never heard of that. I said, Phil, this is old hat, man. Essential oils have been around in beekeeping forever, man. No. Have you done tests? I said, yeah, I've been doing this a long time. No. You need to test one with traditional pesticide, one with. I said, that's already been done. I'm not going to do old. I'm not going to do old road. So he said, I've only got. When we started that meeting, he said, I only got an hour. 3 hours later, he said, can you take me to the apiaries? I've only got really about an hour. I said, okay. 4 hours later, so I ran an Apivox test and found a hive that said it's going to swarm. Right. Yep. I just laughed. Yeah, that's how that goes. They never really cottoned up to Apivox. The students now, when we brought the students out to the apiaries, one of the young girls, pretty sharp young lady, said, Mr. Davis, how did you do beekeeping before Apivox? I said, well, we just kind of guessed. That's true, man. Just kind of guessed. Oh, boy. Oh, yeah. Come on. Great stories, man. Education. Okay, here's one for you. Sorry, I'm distracted by a bad dog that is in our pasture. My gate is wide open. That's not good. I got a phone call, an email from an outfit in Billings, Montana, and it was to promote a what do you call it? A beekeeping symposium. Big deal, hoity-toity stuff. Beekeepers coming from all around the world. Oh, buddy, I may have to run and dash and. Excuse me. You're gonna hear me. Get home. Nope. I don't want to shoot this dog on camera. Give it a chance. Chickens. Here's my chicken killer. Oh yeah, this is great. This is just what I want to do. Okay, back to my story. Sorry. Okay, Billings, Montana. They contacted me, said, well, we would like for you to come out and speak. Let me get up here out of the way. Darn. You folks that have chickens, don't you just hate it? Work so darn hard. People don't take care of their dogs and keep them secure. Dogs, coyotes, and bobcats. Oh. Anyway. Okay, so Billings, Montana. And there's a phone call. He said, you come out and talk about that that, you know what to call it, that thing. I said, you mean AP box, smart box? Yeah, that's it. Yeah, you can share that. I said, wow, that's pretty cool. Okay, so I charge a $200 flat fee for speaking, and then $65. And he stopped me. No, you don't understand. You have to pay $150 to speak, and you have to pay so much to get in the building, and blah pay. It was all money going out of my pocket, not paying for a room, not paying for airline ticket. I said, you mean you want me to come speak, and I pay you to speak, and I pay airline, and I pay food and hotel? He said, well, yes. I laughed. I said, I'm sorry. Well, thank you. It's a big deal. I guess people do it for the audience. It's just the cost of being in front of professional audience. Maybe I should have. Maybe someday down the road. You have to have your presentation has to be approved after review it. I was like, good grief. I'm doing that. I have the best fun in a room full of anywhere from 100 to almost 200 people. I've done that a couple of times. That's a lot of fun. I just rock and roll. Say my intro. Thank you for letting me come here to speak. I appreciate your time, but I'm going to give you a courtesy warning. I'm an equal opportunity offender. The icebreaker. That's true. By the end of this, somebody's mad. My God, man. We're so sensitive. Watching this stuff. Oh my God. I tell you. Yeah, see him get after some bees. I watched a big white Malamute sit. It's a moth. There's a moth right there. Oh yeah, dead moth. Dead moth. See that? They lay eggs. You never see it until it's all built up. That mouth is white. Dog sat between two beehives. Oh, shake his head. He didn't sit there very long. Bees ran that dog out. Bees know. The scripture says the ox knows its bend. Bees know you're the beekeeper. I have no doubt about that. They're that intelligent if you're working with them on a regular basis. They're not like pets. They just know who's helping them. They'll come out and do a couple of swings around the air and say, yo, dude, hey, we see you. I say, cool, girls. Okay, shifting from Apivox. If you want to know more about Apivox, you can go to our website. Read that YouTube channel too. Enter Apivox. There'll be a number of videos. Okay, shifting gears. I'll think about. Had a couple more topics. I'm being distracted. Come on. I just done hours. Think of it. Oh, did you know that there are cattle rustlers and horse rustlers and hay rustlers and yes, bee rustlers? Oh yeah. That's why I don't have satellite apiaries. It's too much a pain in the butt. Horses knock them over, cows come and itch on the corners of the boxes, kids throw rocks at them, men come in dark of night, pick up hives and take off. No, they would never steal bees. Can't you just catch a swarm? No. Or steal. You got bees already checking the boxes. Not good. Get with it, girls. Okay. Come on. Brood box. That's a big one. These are all frames and foundation. Yeah. Here we go. Oh, I had a student. Here's a good little tip. Okay. This hole right here is a 1/2 inch hole. It's an emergency hole. It's not put in the boxes on the commercial market. You have to put it in there. When the bees aren't in it, emergency hole. Because in the wintertime, bees die and they can clog the exit, the entrance, and the colony has to move and fly. It's an organism. The colony's an organism. It's got to move. If it can't move and fly to do a cleanse flight, they will die. Emergency hole, very, very important. This hole, this hole is a 5/8 hole. That's an Apivox hole. My Bluetooth earpiece fits really nicely in there to take readings of the logistics zone. If this is the porch, about here to here, just imagine a square. That's the center communication. The majority of communication is happening in the logistics zone. Down in here. You didn't know that, did you? See how many golden nuggets? You should be taking notes. I'm watching this dog. This dog and me and this dog do not like each other. He has charged me before. That's one reason I carry a pistol. I think I've killed more skunks and armadillos than anything. Armadillos dig the holes and skunks house up in it. Say thank you very much. They just don't fill in the hole, dadgummit. Yeah, that's annoying. Okay. Boy, I'm giving you some stuff. Taking notes. Gosh, I had a good one. Lost it. Let's talk essential oils. See, you getting multiple lessons all at one time. Essential oils. I came into beekeeping 2005. 2006, I read an article in Bee Culture magazine titled "Essential." Oh, there's a spider. An article in Bee Culture magazine titled "Essential Oils." I read it twice. I still didn't get it. It's brand new. So I thought, well, I will call the author. I have some questions. It's Ray Crocker. He's since passed on. Ray Crocker, awesome man. And I called him and I said, this is Ken Davis. I have some questions about essential oils. And he just hung up. I thought, what? It just hung up. But no. I am too stubborn to accept that. So I called him back. And this time, a little bit longer, I said, I'm new. He said, oh, I thought you were a salesman. Man, if you want to call me and talk about bees, you need to say bees, bees, bees. I said, serious? He said, yes, otherwise I'm going to hang up on you. It was great. So over the next, I don't know, 5 or 6 years, whatever, we developed a good relationship on the phone. And I'd call and say, bees, bees, bees. He would laugh. He said, go ahead. I said, okay, I got some questions. And he helped me understand the power of essential oils. And one of the things, a lot, I should have recorded it all, a lot. He shared a lot. He said, young man, this industry is full of nothing but jackbooted thugs and liars. He was very aggressive. He said they have got these beekeepers and bee clubs convinced that they've got to use pesticide strips and pesticides of all kinds. It's absolutely unnecessary. I do not do that to my bees. I refuse to poison my bees. They have enough to deal with out there as it is. I said, makes sense to me. Seems to make sense to most everybody I teach. So he began to share strategies and recipes, and I copy them down. He even sent me, at the time, a floppy disk, floppy disks of recipes. Still, you do the same thing today. And I said, Mr. Crocker, would you please think about coming out here and teaching? He laughed. He said, "Young man, I'm not going west of the Mississippi." He's in the mountains of South Carolina. He said, "You can teach all those people out there." I said, "Great." No pressure. Never met him. Great conversation. Sounded like a really great man. Okay. Just a couple of frames here. Come on, get him. Knock this out. So he began to share and teach, and boy, that led to more and more. And then I was excited to take it to my peers in the bee club. I was not ready for what happened. I was summarily attacked. I even got a phone call from one club here in a big club in Oklahoma, threatened me. "Do not bring that crap out here. Do not come out here and teach. You're affecting our sales." That's the whole point. It's unnecessary. But you have people in beekeeping who want to sell MAC strips and mite away pads and all kinds of garbage in the clubs, and they don't want those new beekeepers learning truth. Sound like anybody you know? People, man, you know, it's sad. It really is sad. You gotta be honest. Nope, you don't make enough money to it. I just can teach somebody. Ooh, getting all wet. So the Essential Oils Handbook. Essential Oils Handbook was the first little PDF handbook we put together. I thought, man, I bet people would be willing to pay, $40. Recipes and strategies, and gosh, man, we did all the work, put together all the information, and people, I get complaints. $40, that's ridiculous. Have you seen what's in it? It's just people, they bellyache before they ever look at anything. I guess it depends upon the value of your bees and your knowledge. When I was in the service, military, Air Force, active duty Air Force, from 18 to 13 years. My reason, this is all associated. One of my reasons for coming in the Air Force, the recruiter said, "We'll pay 100% of your books and tuition." I said, "Where do I sign?" I did, man. And he laughed. And for sure, man, I knocked out a bachelor's degree and master's degree, all in night school, man. It took 9 years, but I got it done. Watch. My grandfather lived in Pryor at the time, and he's a very shrewd man. Love that guy. And he grew up as a Depression boy, a teenager in the Depression. Pouring in my stuff. And he would send me $40 for books, whatever. And at the time, I was living in England. I was stationed in England from 83 to 86. And he would say, "And send me a receipt." I was like, seriously? He started that when I was stationed in Wichita in McConnell Air Force Base. Oh, I was young, 18, 19 years old, living in the dorm on base, just starting out. Great days, wonderful days, so little responsibility. It was wonderful. I miss it, man. God dang. Why does stuff have to be so freaking hard? So I always say, "Send a receipt." And he's serious. It's like, dang. He taught me accountability. Oh, don't bellyache. I'm giving you $40 of my money, and I'm going to hold you accountable. Yes, sir. Okay. Now today, I might give my young adult kids, money to go get something. Bring me a receipt. They go, "Dad, I've told you this story a million times." They just laugh. Bring me a receipt. See, your perception. And that's why people bellyache, is because their perception's wrong. Oh, they don't like hearing that. I've even had, watch this. I've even had people say, you know, we're all in this together, you know. You should be sharing all your knowledge with everybody. I laugh. I say, I'm not a communist. I'm a capitalist. I don't owe you anything. People, their brains are all screwed up, man. We're all in this together. You should be sharing that. You ever read the book? Was it Redfish, Bluefish? Is that right? So all the colored scales. You've got beautiful scales. I don't have any scales. You should give me some of your scales. You have a lot of scales. God, poison. That's poison. Well, I'm sure that book is not in the public schools, right? Oh, they would never do that. Oh my God. Good stuff, man. Good stuff. Essential oils. Back to essential oils. That was all about essential oils. Learn essential oil strategies. It's a learned skill. It's a learned skill. If there was a reason I would say to you to plug into us, one strong, powerful reason, essential oil strategies. $29.95 a month, and you get that and a whole lot more. That's a no-brainer, man. I've had people come to me and say, Kendall, you do a whole lot for this program. You should really be charging a lot more than $29.95. Nah, that's where I want to keep it. Nah. I want people to have value, but I also want them to have a financial commitment, which they treat differently. I have this friend down the road, you know. He's been doing beekeeping for 6 months. He's going to teach me. No, that doesn't work. He doesn't have the experience, nor does he have the commitment to teach you. Right? But if you have a lawyer on retainer, you expect that lawyer to perform, right? You have a mentor, a coach on retainer. Mm-hmm. I have people call me late, early, 7 a.m. on the phone. And they may be on the East Coast thinking, oh, it's just 8 o'clock. What? It's all right. Teaching, man. Teaching. Okay, we're working it. Okay, 3 more. Yay, man. Ooh, hour and 20. All right. Good stuff. Are you learning anything? If I just did 10-minute little videos, they're not much in that. There's my buddy back. Excuse me. Now you can listen to us. You better get going, buddy. His name's Clyde, and he has a female companion named Bonnie. Yeah, serious, Bonnie and Clyde. Yeah, they're neighbors next door. Oh, Lord. Okay, come on. I will feel a lot better when this is done here. I have to come back tonight. They'll sit outside in the sun and air and wash away the moisture, and that's cool. Look, if you're going to come into beekeeping, you better love what you do. If you think you're going to come into beekeeping, make a bunch of money. Spend a bunch of money. I'm going to make all that honey. And when it's 105 in June, let's see how you feel then. And the dew point is at 78 or 79. Yeah, let's see how long you stay outside suited up then. Boy, less than an hour for me. I'm soaking wet. Can't do, look, you know, you have limitations in beekeeping. Those big starry eyes, all that shine and glitter goes away when it's super uncomfortable and things aren't working right. Yeah, that's a fact. Hey, I wonder sometimes, God, Kim, what are you doing? Oh, man. Watch this. Here's another one. And then right about November, there's something hits like a depression. Like, what is wrong with me? I'm feeling kind of down here. What's the deal here, man? It's a thing. It's a real thing. It's called the Beekeeper Blues. Serious? I'm serious. We humans get so attached to these little bugs and all that they offer and do for us, and we care about them so much. And then there's a period where we stop working with them because it's too cold and nasty outside. Get all blue and depressed. Better go put some boxes together, make some foundation or something, paint something. I just love it, man. Are you learning anything? I hope, man, because this is a boring chore. This is like mucking the stalls, man. It's all right. It's got to be done. Just like, oh my gosh. I try usually. I'm done with this like early September, mid-September, but we're way behind. We're way behind, and that's understandable. Understandable. Yeah. Just laugh. Oh, here's a positive. Beekeeping, just overall beekeeping. Most people start out as hobbyists. That's cool too. Nothing wrong with that. Security. Nobody's gonna fire you. You'll go through your ups and downs. Nobody's gonna fire you. You may have somebody steal something from you. I've had that happen. Oh boy. Remember, I said security, okay? Here's my theft stories. Potential and actual. I had a big burly man show up on my porch one night, 9 p.m., dark, for 1 pint of honey. Kind of odd. Come home from out of town. And he said, "Where do you keep your bees? How many colonies you got?" I'm not stupid. I said, "Just enough." That's what I said. Oh, okay. He's testing. He's trying to find out, man. He's a big burly man. You get a couple of burly men in the dark of night, and they'll throw a towel on the front porch rolled up to plug them, pick up, put them in a truck, and off they go. Oh, don't you think it won't happen? Happens all the time. God. People. Oh, okay. I'm on a string of them now. I've had lots of trespassing intrusions. Like, lots. We're talking crossing the fences, going through the gates, walking to the apiaries, walking over 200 yards deep into my property. No appointment, no notice, no knock on the door, just walk. They think I'm a petting zoo or something. And one particular time I was down the far back of our pasture's about a quarter mile long. And this old boy, I'm working a big swarm in the back there, sweating my butt off. Had my big white truck out there at the time. And I look up and he's less than 40 yards away from me. Never saw him walk in. And I hollered at him. I said, "What the heck are you doing?" "Oh, I do this all the time. I'll come out here to talk about bees." I said, "You're going to die doing that." I said, come here. Yeah, I'm talking bee, talking bee, talking. And after about 15 minutes, I told her, I said, you should not be doing this. I got to get back up to the truck. My wife is in the truck in your driveway. I said, what? See, I didn't leave I never bothered to lock the house until that event. I just don't think that way. We live rural. Don't worry about that. I do now. If I can't see the house, I lock it before I head out down here. And sure enough, his wife was in the pickup truck in the cab waiting on him. I thought, holy cow, he could have distracted me, shot me, go in the house, ravage the house, take what they want, and they'd be off and gone. I'd be found dead in the field. That's just one event. Watch, there's a point I'm making here. Another morning, I get my coffee. I think it's 8:30, something like that. It's a nice, cool morning, and I'm walking down to the honey hut because I'm going to do some framework. And no more did I. This is a building right behind me. I walk in the front door, set my coffee down, and I hear two women say, "Sir, we would like to buy some honey." I was like shocked. And I said, "Where did you come from?" "I know we came through the gate and we followed you down here." Never said a word to me, just walking behind me. Thinking, oh my God, people, what is wrong with people? I could keep going. Oh, I had a couple, husband and wife, carrying a baby, walk straight in the front door. No knock, no appointment, no doorbell, just walk straight in. On my foyer before I could ever get up out of my chair. I said, what the heck? Oh, we just wanted some honey. I said, oh my God. I said, no, and escorted him back out. Her eyes were kind of dilated. You ever pay attention to that? Boy, her eyes sure were dilated. She was leading the group. Uh-huh. Drugs involved. Could have shot him. Yeah, do that. Just escorted him back out. Said, don't do that. And locked the door. Yeah, you go through a mental change, And you might criticize me, go, well, you're stupid. You should be doing that anyway. Say, hey, I don't think that way. It depends upon how you think, Oh, now you lock everything up now. Oh, I'm still not done. I got more stories. You ready? Are you sure? God, this is all about bees and honey now. Had a older man and wife couple come to my house, and I had my white truck in the front yard. I usually sell honey out of the truck at a special roadside corner in a town nearby. And I still had honey in the back. And she came up and she would like to buy some honey, and her eyes were, she like batting like a lot. Like, that's weird. Watch the eyes. And so I helped her get what she wanted, different sizes of jars. And I said I had something else inside the house. She said, go get it. I want that too. Go get it. Okay. Jumped inside the house and got what she asked for. Came back out. Tallied her out. Added up. She'd paid. And off she went. And I tallied up after she left. I come up $40 short. So I know this is what she took. Then it dawned on me that I had little Post-it stickers on top of the cans, how much each jar was. When I was inside the house, she was changing. And she was a really talkative woman. Kept me talking. Distracting me as I did this. Intentional. Oh, little evil woman. Yeah. Oh, it's just $40. Yeah. Out of my pocket. Thieves abound. So if you're going to do what we call farm gate sales, they come to your property to buy, you really need to think hard about that. You and your spouse, whatever. I don't advise that for the females. I've had some Iranians pull up in a big four-door sedan, like a Lincoln Continental or something. Pull right up onto the grass, right up next to my porch. Get out, holding a big flat laptop. Said, "We found you. We found you. You have honey?" I said, "Nope, no honey." When I did, I'm selling it to you. Like, holy crap. Oh, yeah. Oh, here's another one. Had a Mexican family. Nothing against the Mexicans. Just how some people act. It was a grandmother, her son, his wife, and a child. And I was on the phone in my office at the time. No appointment. They just show up. And I can hear them talking outside. in Spanish. And all of a sudden, she's banging, the grandmother's banging on my office window. I mean, hard. "We want pollen, we want pollen." And she's asking, I'm sure she's asking her daughter-in-law, "How do you say this?" And she said, "Pollen" in English. "We want pollen." Oh, man. I excused myself off the phone and came bounding out the front door. I said, "What are you doing?" Yeah. Sold them some pollen and sent them on their way. Good grief, man. I carry all the time. Not, excuse me, not just for the two-legged skunks, but I do shoot a lot of skunks and armadillos and wild dogs. Sorry, this area, people are hurting financially, tight. They're not feeding animals. They turn them loose, go out there and get a rabbit and a rat. Man, oh, it's a sad thing. I mean, as if that's not enough. Was it 2 springs ago? Not this past March or April, but one before that. We have cameras on the property, motion cameras. And I'm going through the camera cards, and we find a man on the property at 4:30 in the morning, drunk. It looks like he's carrying a bottle of wild turkey. And he's down here next to the barn, just cruising around looking. I don't know where he came from. I don't know where he went. He had to cross barbed wire fences. He was drunk. Like, how do you get over a barbed wire fence drunk? Just flop over? Don't know. 4:30 in the morning on the property, walking around. I'm sure it's happened more than once, because if I hadn't had that camera up, I would never have known that. I'm usually up at 4 a.m. taking the dog out about 5:15. Boy, I'm telling you, stuff is weird. You better get your weird hat on. Don't assume nothing. Well, here's a non-bee related story as we finish up here. Went to get gasoline for the mower Sunday afternoon, straight up. This was been some years back. Pulled up to the pump. I was finishing a text to my son. Turned off the truck. I hear a woman scream. It was at a convenience store on the highway, very busy. Sunday afternoon, straight up, place was packed. A woman screaming like, "Whoa, that sounded." Looking around, I don't see her. A big tall person comes walking between the truck and the pump out front to my 2 o'clock position. And big tall woman, ugly woman, ugly woman. Bald head, tall mohawk, huge, 6'6", easy. I thought, whoa, and she just went. And I thought, ooh, it's on. And I grabbed my keys out of the truck real quick. Grabbed my keys out of the truck, and I ended up, I thought, well, she's going to come to the passenger side Nope, she went to the driver's side because the window was down. And she grabbed that window and pulled his old crank window. Pulled. I dove to the passenger side and froze. Froze. And she's halfway in, halfway, chest across trying to get to the keys, cussing me out. Pupils huge, eyes. And it dawned on me, Lord said, you better get out of this truck and go inside. So, boom, boom, out of the truck, out of the truck. Screamed at the manager, you better call 911 and get Rogers County deputies out here. This woman's going to die. Somebody's going to shoot her. She's trying to get in another car too, and they drove off real quick. She got into my glove box and scattered stuff around. Then she tries to come in the store. People flew out the other door. Like, oh my God, man. Yep. Hold on. I know the police chief, which I knew him personally, showed up. So we're going to dump this out. Now Rogers County's there in 2 cars. It's a big deal. I know the police chief comes up to me and I'm knelt down shaking. He said, Kendall, aren't you carrying? I said, no, sir. I won't tell you what he said after that. That was a Sunday. That Monday I bought 2 pistols. This is stupid. It's getting stupider too. And it's all these stories to make a point. Beekeeping is hot. It's going to get hotter too because of the value and the security. So you're going to have to make a radical change in your thinking if you want to be a beekeeper. And ask yourself, where are you located? Everybody's place is different. Are you easily accessible? A thief? I mean, just think evil for a minute. How hard would it be for you, the dark of night, to come on that property and take those bees and go that way? Well, you got to kind of think that through. Other people are. Evil people. I've had well over a dozen trespassing intrusions. I mean, aggressive. Let's see. 2 gates they got to go through. Walk past this hut, past a creek, down to the back. Oh, that was aggressive. Look out my front window and see a car. No appointment, nobody in it. I go out the back door and he's already past the back gate and he's standing at the apiary. He's looking at the apiary. He's looking. Oh, I come out and said, what are you doing? Well, I just want to come out and look at your bees. My God. I have more. There's even more. Something about honeybees and beekeeping makes that common sense switch go off. Be careful what you do. Okay? Hour 42. See, did you learn something? We sprayed everything with Xentari and told you lots of stories and lots of lessons and tried to give you a bunch of tips. If you like what we do, want to learn more from us, check out more of our videos on our YouTube channel that you're on. Click like and subscribe and share and all that cool stuff. Go to littlecreekbeeranch.com, look at the personal advisor program. That's where the ticket is. That's the #1 most popular thing is the coaching. And we got something else going on over here. It's going to be a busy Saturday. Plug into some good coaching. Yep. littlecreekbeeranch.com personal advisor program. I got to run. Check you out later.